Okay, so I'm challenging myself. This is day 3 of learning from the masters, and the challenge is to pick up from this channel, which is called Learn From Masters is the name of the channel. See that? I should probably go up there and subscribe while I'm at it. Let me do that right now. Okay, subscribe. I'm subscribed. Okay, now, so here's the challenge: is pick an artist, and there's several of them in here. I didn't count them all. You pick one of these artists, and you copy one of the paintings, and then you find. I don't know if you can do it with all of them, but the other challenge is that the other challenge, like when I was looking at the Monet ones, because there's 1,540 paintings. 15. You can see I watched it, was 2 hours long. 1,540 paintings. It's just I love his work. He's one of my favorites. But you can see his early work in there. You can see that some of the things in there that were his sketches, they were the preliminary to another painting, because you'll see that. So the other part of the challenge is to find one that looks to me, I'm pretty sure is one of his sketches, and didn't finish it, didn't like it for whatever reason, and to copy that one as well, and then fix it in a way that I would like to fix it if I were him. So like to alter one of his early paintings, and you can tell, you can same with Van Gogh. It's a really nice collection, by the way, because they really included everything in here. There's every single painting they've ever done. Like, it's not just the famous ones. You can see all their really early work. I mean, I'm not saying those are not famous too, but they're not all. You don't see them all the time. But their early stuff, like, wow, you can. That's the other part of the challenge. If you don't see one that you think you want to improve on or copy, then pick one that you think is. The challenge would be to copy one that you didn't know they did, and you find an interesting, and for that reason, those are the 2 challenges for the day. So, I was gonna right off the bat pick Monet, because there's so many to choose from. I mean, like you're not just him alone. There's so many to choose, because there's 1,540 paintings in there. You know, it's really hard to choose. So this should be good for a solid year. 360 times 2, because you're 2 paintings per artist. You know, so yeah, and just in a sketchbook, and not anything at all. Like, you know, I'm gonna use these color pencils right here. So I'm not able to, like, you know, I'm not. You know, some of them I might actually paint, but there comes maybe one I could do that where I can replicate it fairly, you know, simply, just to kind of get the ideas of their way they paint. That's kind of the challenge of it, is just to kind of be in their head, how they chose the colors, what time of day it is, especially if it's outside. Turner's another really good one. He's, oh my God, and just. But yeah, you know, of course Van Gogh, of course, you know, who doesn't love Van Gogh? I don't know anybody that doesn't, but of course I'm going to want to do. I mean, look at them all in here. There's so many. There's Sargent. I can't read them from it this way. Good. I'm not sure if I'm, like, Ivan Shishkin. I'm not familiar with him. Rubens, yeah. I don't know if I'm familiar with him. Okay, Gauguin, I love him, his work. I went to the Art Museum in Chicago, and I had a bunch of his works there one time when I went on a trip there. It was really freaking cool. Cézanne, I like his work. Paul Klee, yes. Edward Hopper, yes. Some of these I'm not real super familiar with. Basquiat, Bernard, Bastia, Henry, I don't know, Georgia O'Keeffe. Some of them I don't remember exactly how to pronounce them, so I might screw up a few of them. Frida Kahlo. Right? There's Clint. He's the one that had the famous one with the kiss, just like gold. So Degas, Andrew Wyeth, Leonardo da Vinci, Winslow Homer, Proctor. Oh, Asher's good too. John Constable, William, super familiar. Not super familiar with some of these. So later on, they'll all have a challenge every day, and it'll be like pick one of these artists you're not familiar with, and do something that, you know, it'll change. I don't know, but for today, that's the challenge: is to pick an artist. Pick two if you want, but I think it'd be better to pick just two from like one. I'm clicking over here, but let's just say, you know, with colored pencil, I could probably pull this off at Georgia O'Keeffe with colored pencil. Just, you know, with the background soft colors, I should be able to do that with colored pencil fairly easily. And I'm not saying like, I'm not getting out my easel and my paints right now, though I'm not saying that I won't. But I think this will kind of get me starting. I'm trying to do this to come up with an idea for artist block. And that's kind of what I have. So I just think it's a fun way to challenge myself and see how other artists paint, because I'm really critical. Then I look at some other artists, how they paint their trees and stuff, and I'm like, that's how I paint my trees. Why does it, my trees look like shit, but theirs look fine, but they look the same? And it's really hard on myself. It's super hard on myself. So I thought, you know what, this is cool. I'm just gonna paint some things just like them and see like, okay, so it was looking at, because it was just my painting, it wasn't good enough. If someone else paints it like the same, essentially, like his flowers, right? Now, granted, they come with the composition already for you. They've done a lot of hard work for you and decide the colors and stuff, so it's not like, you know. But anyway, you know, as this goes, this is just, you know, day 3 or so. I'll figure it out, but I'm excited to do this. So I'm gonna pick one of these. That's really cool. I like that one. That's a lot of blue, but I could probably do that in color pencil. Yeah, maybe. The blue one was super cool. Some of these I'm not even familiar with. Has anyone seen this one before? I'm not familiar with that either. Well, I could probably do that one in color pencil also, because it's real light. It's, you know, it's light like watercolor is, you know what I mean? So I don't have to scrub the paper and get rid of all the white of the paper. I've already got something with a lot of white behind it, which might get easier for me from the start. This is one of the ones I think I'd like to do this one. I love this painting right here. It's so cool. So I'm gonna do that one. So let's see here. I don't know if I can pause it. I'm gonna have to go back. 1 second if I can. I'm gonna pause it, and that's gonna be the first one I'm gonna do, my first challenge of. Okay. So this is the one I'm gonna challenge myself with, because this is familiar to me and I know it. Then I'll pick another painting. It might be hers, it might be someone else's. Probably hers. I'd like to see with the same artist. One of hers, like I said, I saw a few I didn't even know she did. I'm not familiar with that work. Maybe it was earlier work. I don't know. But I will pick one of those for the second part. Probably that one that looked like water with little rose petals floating on top, I think. I'll probably do that one. So that's what it is, and I will update.